What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And today's topic, we're going to be going into the science of sleep. Now, sleep is a very interesting area. We are basically inactive in Shavasana for 8 hours a day. What is the purpose of this? What is the evolutionary purpose of this? In this video, we're going to go into the scientific research done on sleep, some of the benefits of sleep, the drawbacks of sleep deprivation. So without further ado, let's get into it. So around 1/3 of our life is spent sleeping, and there are a few theories on why we do this. The first one is the inactivity theory, where we are lying down idle, and this helps us to evade predators that we may have evolved with in our environment. But there are criticisms to that, because whenever you're passed out, you're not really in the best situation to defend yourself if a predator comes around. So the second one is the energy conservation. Whenever you're lying down, you're not really expending that much calories, that much energy, so this can help sustain you for longer. There's a restorative theory, where you're rejuvenating your cells and just recovering of the day's activity. And there's the brain plasticity, where your brain is allowed to be able to heal itself, restore itself, replenish itself, because the brain is really active, one of the most active organs that we have. So it's a combination of all of these. There are truths in all of these, and let's explore that a little further. So if you think about it, really, whenever it comes to a natural habitat, if we didn't have lights, we haven't mastered lights yet, we haven't mastered fire. Whenever it comes to nighttime, it is in our best interest to find a location and to sleep, so that we're not roaming through the jungle, or roaming through our natural habitat in pitch darkness, where we may fall and hurt ourselves, or come across an animal and injure ourselves. So from that point of view, it makes sense for us to go to sleep whenever the sun is down. So there are different stages whenever it comes to sleep. We go through alpha, then we go through theta, then delta, and then the last stage is REM. And from the beginning, we're just basically getting more relaxed, and the brain waves are starting to slow down and change in frequency in different sort of transitional phases. And what's very interesting is the last stage of sleep, REM stage of sleep, is where we do our dreaming. And the reason we know this is because whenever people have been awoken up during the rapid eye movement stage, which is what REM stands for, the eyes are dotting around under their closed eyelids, people report a high percentage of dreams. So what's actually interesting about REM stage of sleep is that a study done by Berkeley, California, found that participants that were allowed to sleep versus participants who weren't, during a study where they were shown certain images that were designed to elicit an emotional response, the ones that were allowed to sleep and that had gotten sleep showed less of an emotional response than those who weren't. So the conclusion here was that REM stage of sleep can help us improve our emotional processing response to our everyday life. So sleep is very crucial in the brain's ability to clean itself, the brain's ability to wash away toxins that build up. And research from Dr. Makem Nedegard that was conducted on mice found that as they slept, the cells shrunk in size and allowed spinal fluid to sweep through the brain and clean up any toxic buildup that is associated with Alzheimer's. And what was interesting is that research from the University of Uppsala in Sweden found that men who reported sleep disturbances were 1.5 times more likely to contract Alzheimer's, which is a ridiculously high number. And in California, they also found that sleep could improve someone's mental health, mental well-being. So not only is sleep detoxing the brain from toxic chemicals such as beta amyloid, which is associated with Alzheimer's, but it's also responsible for our mood. And why this happens is because we are on a cycle. We are on the circadian rhythm, and the circadian rhythm is regulated by neurotransmitters. And whenever we are sleep deprived, whenever our sleep is out of whack, these neurotransmitters are out of whack. So therefore, we're more likely to experience things like depression, anxiety, and again, an inability to cope with emotional responses. So now, sleep and health. What does sleep and health have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like let's turn to the book, The Sleep Revolution. Really recommend this book. Check it out. There's a part here that says the researchers from Carnegie Mellon University monitored the sleep of participants for 14 days. Test subjects were given nasal drops containing rhinovirus, which causes the common cold, and it states that those who had averaged less than 7 hours of sleep per night were nearly 3 times more likely to come down with a cold than those who had slept 8 or more hours. So, how important is it to get a good quality sleep when we're talking about dealing with viruses and the body's ability to deal with viruses? So it's very important. And states here, Italian proverb goes that bed is medicine, sleep is medicine. So yeah, I just thought I would put that on there because it just shows how important sleep is. So another fascinating area about sleep is a study that Harvard Medical School did, where they got participants to sleep 5.6 hours a day for around 3 weeks. And what they found was that their metabolism decreased and their glucose levels after meals had increased. And what they found was that whenever we are sleep deprived, insulin resistance goes up, and insulin is a hormone that enables glucose to be absorbed by the cells. So this is huge whenever it comes to dealing with diabetes. So not only does Dr. Neil Bernard show that a plant-based lifestyle, low-fat plant-based lifestyle is very beneficial for type 2 diabetes and people with diabetes in general to manage their blood sugar, but we're now seeing that sleep is crucial for glucose absorption. So even in the area of weight loss, the sleep you get makes a massive difference in your outcome in this area. You start a new program, you want to do something new. The quality of sleep you're getting, whether you're sleep deprived, is going to determine your success rate or have a contributing factor to that. And the reason is that willpower takes energy. It takes mental energy. And what they found in Clemson University is that whenever you're sleep deprived, you have a greater chance of engaging in impulsive behavior, and you also have poor ability to concentrate and poor ability to make decisions. And there's also found that whenever smokers are sleep deprived, they find it harder to quit. So whenever it comes to weight loss, you're trying to eliminate certain foods from your life and adopt a better healthy eating pattern. And those initial stages does take willpower. It does take having to consciously do something that you haven't done before so that you can become someone that you haven't been before. And all that takes mental energy, mental willpower. And we've all been in this situation where we're sleep deprived, we're tired, haven't had a good night's sleep. And instead of like just maybe cooking something, maybe making a smoothie, even though that smoothies are quick, or like, you know, prepping a tasty like plant-based meal, we just fall to default patterns. We choose the quick option. We order a takeout. We we just eat some quick fast food, junk food that we shouldn't have. So this is another thing to take into consideration when you're looking to lose weight, is getting good sleep quality so that you have strong mental willpower muscles. So yes. So to recap, why should we get a good night's sleep? One is emotional control, better emotional control, better emotional management of your life. The second one is to allow your brain to clear itself of beta amyloid, which is a protein that builds up in the brain when you are sleep deprived. The brain cleanses itself at night, so that is a good reason to go to bed. You don't want to get Alzheimer's, or you want to at least avoid it as best as you can by getting a good night's sleep. The third one is to improve your mental health. We live in a society, tons of people are sleep deprived, and that is contributing to mental health issues because our circadian rhythm is regulated by neurotransmitters like dopamine, and if our sleep is out of whack, you could be out of whack, we could be out of whack. Okay, so we want to sleep to improve our physical health, increased recovery, increased metabolism, decreased insulin resistance. You want decreased insulin resistance because decreased insulin resistance means that sugar can enter your cells, glucose can be absorbed into your cells like they naturally should be, boost your recovery, less likely to get sick. And you have better willpower, stronger mental willpower, because whenever we're deprived, sleep deprived, we are more impulsive. We find it harder to make decisions, and we find it harder to concentrate. I remember trying to concentrate, sleep deprived in school. I was like, just no, right? So if you like all these and you find them very useful, please leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I, as well as a lot of people, can take these and learn from it. I'm not a master yet in the area of sleep, but that is the goal. With that being said, peace, love, veganism. Like and subscribe. I'm out. So if you want high carb, low fat, oil free vegan recipes consisting of soups, smoothies, salads, potato dishes, rice dishes, pasta dishes, then this ebook is for you. Plant-based to the face, over 40 different high carb, low fat vegan recipes. Link will be in the description section. Thank you very much for watching this video. Peace.